Hey everybody, it's Ashley, the creator of the Unbridled Faith program and course and Unbridled Faith box. And I'm here today to answer the question for you that is the burning question in all of our minds, is why do we keep attracting someone with a personality disorder? Why do we keep attracting someone that has narcissism or narcissistic tendencies, someone with narcissistic personality disorder? Why does this keep happening? And not one time, but we keep attracting these people time and time again. Well, I'm here to tell you the answer to that today. So there's something that's called Imago theory, and I want to make sure I'm saying that right because it's pronounced two different ways, but Imago is one of the ways to say it. Hello, Teresa. So you can look this up, but there is something called the Imago theory, and it was born in the 1980s, developed by two psychologists, and it's that book. If you were around in the 80s, you might remember Getting the Love You Want, that book. It was those two psychologists who wrote that book, and they came up with this theory. And what it says is that, and I've got my notes here with me so I don't miss anything. What the theory means, or what it is that we are attracted to a concept of familiar love that usually starts in our childhood. So this type of love what we're attracted to contains the positive and the negative qualities of our caregivers. So we're attracted to what we know, those positive and negative characteristics of our caregivers that develop in childhood, that we see in our childhood. We take that through the rest of our life. We become attracted to it because it's familiar to us. This becomes the blueprint for what we're attracted to in people in our adult lives. And this could be friends, this could be romantic relationships, it could be people that we work with. When we first meet someone, the way that they present themselves, if it is familiar to us, we will feel comfortable and safe, and we'll be attracted to it. So this includes the negative characteristics and the positive characteristics of your caregivers. Now, I'm not saying that your parents have personality disorders, not at all. But let's say that you have a caregiver, a mother, who is a leader in her community, a leader in her church. She has a lot of leadership qualities. God gave her the gift of leadership. Well, you might be really attracted to this positive characteristic, and your mom uses it well, right? She's not manipulative in how she uses her leadership. And she uses it to the glory of God, right? But those characteristics you're going to be attracted to. And if you meet, let's say, a man that has a lot of these same leadership qualities that are similar in how they present themselves, you might be attracted to that. But this person might be a narcissist. They might have narcissistic personality disorder, okay? So you can see how even a positive characteristic from our parents or caregivers if we're attracted to it and we don't know how to decipher if someone new that we're meeting with leadership qualities has motives that are negative, we will be attracted to that because we won't understand that those leadership qualities, while they might be good, are being used for bad to control people. Okay, so this is why, and it's not anybody's fault, but now here's another thing. If you have had caregivers who have personality disorders, that's familiar to you. Even though you know that it's not good for you, your brain doesn't work that way. Your brain goes, oh, when it meets somebody with these negative familiar characteristics, it goes, oh, I recognize that. I feel comfortable and safe. It's just how it is. Now, some of you might be saying that I don't do that at all. If I see that, I run the other mile. And that's true, too. But there's a big piece. If you are someone that has been, and you are because you're in this group, but if you are someone that's been in a relationship with someone that has a personality disorder, and multiple times, like multiple different people, or you keep attracting that kind of person, this is what's going on, okay? And here's the thing. In the program that I've created, and in the course that I've created, the workbooks, all those things, we learn how to not do that anymore, how to decipher and discern when someone has some of these characteristics that we might be attracted to, is using them in a manipulative way, and so we can pull away from them. But this is basically to give y'all some practical application today. the main thing is we're not going to lean on our own understanding, right? Because our brain's going to be attracted to what's familiar and comfortable, regardless of what we're telling it to do in that moment. Now, we can retrain our brain, but we need to not lean on our own understanding, but trust in God. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to know ourselves and how God uniquely made us. We need to know ourselves well, okay? And we need to know what it is that God, how he sees us and how he sees our purpose and how we fit into the world. But when you know yourself well, you'll be able to decide what's good for you and what's not good for you. So what we do in the Unbridled Faith program and in the course, this new course that I've created, and also in the Unbridled Faith subscription box in your workbooks, we study your temperament. Now, your temperament is different than your personality, okay? Your personality is who you've become based on your circumstances and your life experiences. It's a little bit of a mask that we wear to cope with life, okay? Most of the assessments out there that you've ever taken, if you've taken any, like the Myers-Briggs, the Enneagram, the animal one where you're an otter or beaver or golden retriever, I'm trying to think of all the ones. Pretty much any one that you've ever taken, the DISC assessment, even Strength Finders. A lot of these, all of these, really, they're assessing your personality, who you've become based on who you've had to interact with over the years and your circumstances. And that's good. We need to know that. But your temperament is how God made you. This is innate to you. This is who you are when you were born. And if you don't know your temperament and how you were created, you might be acting outside of your temperament. And I'll give you an example. There are people who, and have gone through my program, that say that they're extroverts. Their personality tests even say, or assessments say that they're extroverts. They take the temperament assessment, they're introverts. And what has happened, we've discovered, for example, they've gone through their life as an introvert, but they became extroverted in order to cope with life. Maybe they were shy when they were growing up, and they realized that they were going to have to be more extroverted to fit in. So they became a jokester. They became the class clown. They became extroverted. And then they had friends after that. So they got a reward for being somebody that they're not really innately meant to be. But here's the kicker. They're exhausted, because it's exhausting if you're an introvert trying to be an extrovert. And if you're an extrovert trying to be an introvert, like people might say, well, she's just too much, or her personality is too big, or she's extra. That's what they say these days. And then you try to be an introvert and tone it all down. You're going to be stressed out. You're not going to be acting in your God-given temperament. So all that to say, in the program, we study your temperament. You take an assessment to assess your unique temperament. Okay. So that's one of the big things. So you've got to know yourself well, because if you don't know yourself well and what your needs are in different areas, you're going to continue to attract the wrong people, especially in a romantic relationship, but even in friendships, okay? You could end up in a job that you hate because you think that you are task-oriented, and you're not. You're people-oriented, okay? So you need to know yourself well, and temperament is the key to that. The other thing that we do in our program is we do a spiritual gifts inventory. And if you've ever done one of those, they're amazing. So those are the two things. So you can know yourself well, so you know what you need and what you don't need in your life, and you'll stop attracting the people that you don't need. Okay. So the second thing is we need to take our understanding and oh, I see balloons. That's cool. Somebody like hit a button and balloons went. I saw them on the screen. I looked up and balloons were floating through the air alone. Okay, I got sidetracked. The second thing is we need to take our understanding and turn our understanding over to what God says that we need as well. Okay, so in the coursework, we talk a lot about what is it that we are calling our problem, and where are we placing blame. So we call it the name it, claim it, the name it and claim it, don't shame it and don't blame it. There's this whole fun little little saying I have not just left my brain what it was, because I got distracted by the cute balloons. They were totally worth it though. Anyway, we need to take what we know about ourselves and what we know about other people, but especially what we know about God's word, and we need to change how we how we see ourselves. We need to start understanding what lies that we've been telling ourselves or that other people have been telling us, which ones we believe, and we need to replace it with God's truth. And that's naming the problem, claiming your responsibility for what you're thinking, and then changing that, okay? And then also not shaming yourself and not blaming yourself. Okay. So I'm kind of giving you these things in a nutshell, but those are two really important things for us to be able to do, the understanding ourselves well and how God created us, and then taking what we're learning and putting it at the feet of Jesus and putting it against the backdrop of God's word. Okay, so we'll know how to act, how to respond, who to gravitate towards and who to stay away from, right? And circumstances to gravitate towards and circumstances to stay away from. Hello, Celine. Good to see you on here. I'm so happy to see you again. Okay, so this brings me to the next subject that I want to tell you. Now that you know why you're attracting the people that you're attracting, it's not you, but it is you. It's just how we're wired. We're not blaming and shaming. We're recognizing why this is happening. It happens to everybody, okay? But we can change it. We can fix that. We can claim it and we can change it. And that's what we talk about in the course. So that brings me to my announcement today, which is the new course that I've been sharing with you about is now available. And I'm going to put the link in the comments below. It's super windy out here and it's blowing my camera around. So the course is available starting today. Now this course, the Unbridled Faith Program course, is not for you who have already subscribed to the subscription box. You're getting all this information and more in your workbooks that you get every month in your subscription box. So you don't need to worry about this, okay? But you enjoy the videos, but you get all this information already. This is for people who want to dip their toe in the water and they want to get some help, okay? And maybe they can't find a counselor, or maybe they want to supplement what they're learning in counseling with a program specifically to heal from relationship trauma, specifically from someone that has a personality disorder, okay? Because it's hard, like we talked about, hard to find a counselor that understands that kind of dynamic. So if that's you, and if you don't want to commit to the subscription box right now, that's okay. I developed this course for you, all right? So it is now available. And you can purchase the course in full if you want, or you can make, it's not terribly expensive, but you can make payment plans if you want to, okay? I've got a little payment thing for y'all. So I tried to make it very, very affordable, so that it's ready. Now, here's the thing. I have announced it right now live on this Facebook page. I can't remember how many of you are there on here, but I think it's 2,500 people. All right. So I haven't sent it out to the email list, which is like 5 times the size of the people in this group. And that's on purpose. I want y'all to have it first. And the other thing that's going to happen is after y'all have access to it, if you want to get it. Then I'm going to, later today, I'm going to send it out in an email to everybody on the list. And then on Monday, the cost of the program will go up $100. Okay, so right now I have it deeply discounted for y'all and for the people on the email list. After that, it's going up. And so anybody new coming in, like if they see my Facebook ads or whatever, when they come in, it's going to be $100 more. But from then on out, it's going to be $100 more for everybody. But I'm doing this now because I want to give y'all an opportunity to get it and not get it and forget it. Get it and forget it. Forget paying the extra $100, but get it and start before the price goes up. Okay. Hey, Amanda. So that's the deal. So it starts today, and then by midnight on Sunday, it goes up. It'll go up on Monday. And I have one more surprise for y'all. I'm going to announce that tomorrow, but I have a surprise for anybody who purchases the course. And I have the same surprise. Anybody that purchases the course, I have for those of you already in the subscription box. So I'm going to announce that surprise tomorrow. I'm trying to do this in phases so I don't overload y'all with too much information. So I'm going to put the link to the course in the comments. I'll make a post about it tomorrow. I'll maybe make another post about it today, so it's just in its own post. You can find it easily. But if you have any questions about it, please let me know. You can, when you go to look at the course, you can see the course outline. You can see all the chapters, all the modules, and you can see what you're going to be studying. And you're going to see the Imago theory in there too, okay? So you're going to see that as one of the topics that we talk about. All right. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any prayer requests, please private message me and let me know that as well. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.